as marathon starts. Oh, okay. Okay, I think I'm ready.
Alright.
Holy crap, I'm kinda scared. Right, Gale, are you ready? I think Gale ready is too. Gale's ready too. 2, 1, go. Alright.
It should be good nearly. Alright. We're already ready.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that's Super Mario 64 Escape from the Jail. The hack mail made by TheGael95. And basically is Mario escaping from the jail. And first of all, Mario needs to escape from his home prison. And in order to do this, he will need to do some really precise things.
Yeah, of course, that's actually the whole plot of the game. So this game is actually a prequel to the main game of the project that Gal is making, Star Attack. So this is actually Star Attack 0.5.
Yeah, that's 0.5, and Star Attack 1 is gonna come really soon, I think in like 5 days or so. So you definitely need to stay tuned for that.
So we'll be hoping that Gael gets any better in this game, because he's the one who created this game. But I had a hard time like practicing a whole lot. So this is his first time contributing in this event. So wish him luck.
Eyeball, please.
It's nice to see another friendship doing the job at least.
Alright. Alright, cool. I also need to do something real quick. Oh, nice legs. Give me a sec. I'm really sorry.
So the first thing to actually advance in this jail is to beat some of the bosses. Like this eyeball is one of the guardians. It's kinda easy.
Yeah, it's kinda
But
easy.
this part is actually a run killer for during the attempts in this run. Yeah.
Yeah, now comes another really intense fight and another run killer. Basically these two bullet fights.
Yeah, there's nothing just as rushing, but you can screw it up while you're climbing throughout the boxes. But since it is 20 star, that's one category that actually needs to be revised for more strats. So Gary is actually going for both fights with the bullies, either the both fire and ice bullies. So those sides are actually hard and crazy.
They are nearly the same, but they are kinda hard. And I need to concentrate for these ones. Okay, I killed one of them, I need to do one more.
So there's nothing a lot to explain about those sites, but it's kind of rare to see a place that you can both fight bullies, but they are 3 stars.
No, they are not 3 stars, please.
They are not completely free just because they are quite difficult.
Okay, I need to do something.
Just the way it's made, because there's quicksand, which kind of defeats the whole purpose to make it any faster. It's just lucky if you'll be able to push the bully without it's gonna escape.
Okay, this looks much better on my end.
Okay, so this ice bully got a hard time to attack, so because it's going to escape. Oh man, that is not cool. The bully didn't do anything, but he pushed my you off of the arena.
Yeah,
Cyber bullied.
that happens a lot, to be honest. And now I'm gonna go for one RNG star in this game. Okay, RNG for this guy, like guy right here. I need to fly on them to one of the stars. That's not a good RNG. That's not a good RNG. That's not a good
You're getting
RNG.
ahead because it's going to Gale is struggled in a lot with the heist bully.
Oh, I guess. Let's see. That's fine. I get the third try. That's fine.
Come on, Gale. You can take him down. Don't let the second death. Oh.
Yeah, these fights are really hard. Because
How can he be that's so desperate? What a disgrace. It's half as bad as that boss. We can compare both bully fights as that boss. I would probably imagine if there were a lot of quicksand pits and stuff.
Okay, now I'm gonna go for
But it's undoubtedly not that hard. Well, if it wasn't for those bosses, it would be redeemed to be the most hardest of all.
Okay, now I'm gonna go for 100 coins in this level. And I need to get 50 coins in this area. And then get 50 more coins on the way up the mountain. And I got 58 coins because I was gifted by the people that were falling into the lava. So I can keep 8 coins on the path up. It's not really that much of a deal because the path is really linear, so it really doesn't matter. But yeah.
Yeah, I never seen. I guess this thread was cool. I always thought you're supposed to go throughout the bridges and the buses. I always thought that was faster.
Oh yeah, intended way of doing the start of the skit with the fly guy is really dumb. There are a bunch of rainbow right objects, you probably weren't able to see them because they didn't render on such a distance, but they exist there, believe me.
Having the fly guy is such a hard task to do because lowering really close up since you have the wing collision on the bridge makes him more frustrated at times.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, but you kinda get used to the wind there. It's not that much of a deal. And here is the one fight right here. Literally straightforward, nothing has changed that much. Arena is basically the same, but you have to do 5 hits instead of 3 or 2 on 3 I guess on the original game. Nothing much.
Yeah.
Oh my god, don't die. Alright, good. Yeah, bullies are terrible. Just a straight run killer. I think
I think Course 2 isn't that terrible because it has more straightforward.
Course 2 is literally free, there is nothing much.
Course 2 is... Yeah, it's a lot more linear because you have a lot of coins, which is... I don't have to... You know, to blame Gal because he puts a lot of enemies and a lot of coins and a lot of items like he always do in his acts. But for coin collecting, there's nothing too terrible.
Okay,
but I think besides enemy abuse, I think that's definitely a bad game design.
Now I'm gonna go for the 2 owl stars. One of the owl stars is definitely intended with getting to the owl you were able to see before, but one of them is definitely not. And first of all, I'm gonna go for non-intended star, which is right there. I was supposed to swim a little bit. Okay, I missed the ground pound. That's not a big deal. Okay, cool. And then there's gonna be one more flight on the owl, which will give me the intended star for the thing. Nice. I like the moment in this game, it's really cool. Oh my goodness. Also shoutouts to great owl placement. Also I am flying in a very specific trace, because that's the fastest way you can both get on roof and don't die into the lava. Take me some time to find out which is the proper way of doing this thing. Thankfully I was able to do that, find it. Alright, that's good.
At least using the hell is more appropriate for most, for like the building stars.
Also shoutouts to proper warp hole alignment, because if you open the right doorway, you won't be warped properly, so you'll have to move a little bit to the left. Also, that's about the one course here. About the one course is really interesting, this hack. It contains two different parts. First one is opening the cannon hole, which gives access to the second part of this course. But first of all, we need to do a really interesting and exciting box pushing section, which takes around 20 seconds. Thankfully, we can skip the second box pushing section, which is good. Like this. Okay, now I need a little bit of concentration. So yeah, first, if you want, you can tell something about the game. Also, yeah, there are a bunch of TTC objects here. Please don't die right here. Thank you. I need full health here, because I will need to do 2 more lava bounces here, and there are only 5 points on this path.
And just to clarify, is that the Spirit Trials is definitely the most hardest and can kill kids sometimes, because you have to do the trials twice. The first cycle is just opening the cannon, and the second cycle is just like getting the star, just finishing to the end.
Okay, here is the
There's no way you can glitch the timer, so I guess doing all this is actually possible, but some of the objects and enemies could like fail a bit on time. There's a lot of objects coming up from TikTok cloud, and it screwed up the
shout out to TTC objects again.
The pace on this run.
That's actually one of the hardest sections in the Bowser 1 fight, the TTC objects. But I messed up them myself. Thanks, Gael. KP. The most thing about these objects in this game that the collision box on them is really weird, and it's not expected.
It's actually broken, so you have to stand at the middle.
Yeah.
Mostly the rotating blocks, and even the rotating triangles.
There's
a way to fix all those collision, unless you know exactly what the behaviors and the exact values for, so the collision won't be broken. I've tested that on my own in my ROM hack. I just figured that I forgot to add some values, which Gael didn't notice exactly what's going on.
Wait, so you can fix this actually? I didn't know you can fix the thing. Okay, I guess. Alright, thank you. Whew. Okay, we are done with the first part of the Bowser fight. That's actually one of the 2 or 3 run killers. Oh, nice speaking twice. One of the 2 run killers in this game. Okay, we can do this. One more time. This time a little bit different. I'm gonna take another pass to get the key. Alright.
So one thing to mention about the whole layout of the jail, because everything looks the same, so you probably see
Also,
some
yeah.
areas
Also,
because
yeah,
they are...
shout out to proper collision on this lava.
So most of them looks quite similar, just like this one right here, and the guardians of the jail, like the eyeballs of the bullies at least. The slide, I actually hate the slide mostly for with the shell star. That one is totally ridiculous because you also reuse the Theta class objects.
Okay, cool. I finished Bowser 1.
Cool.
This wall kick section is actually harder than you might think, because the hole that I need to get into is pretty tight, and if you overshoot the hole, you can't survive and you're gonna die. And you can't escape from there. Oh, yes.
I was thinking on a better way to get to early, since Gail told me there was a better way to skip some of the doors, but the collision is maybe awkward to pass by, but it really requires the keys, and at least you can skip it unless he had
Right.
some walls beyond the star.
It's true. Right.
So where Aglab was is the Lost Wood.
Left.
It's a completely
Right.
it's completely a recreation of the Lost Wood from Ocarina of Time. You have to go there if you have enough stars, because there's a
Oops.
toad in there.
Alright, good.
At least there's a sign to give you what's the rightest path. If you've taken the wrong path, you died.
Alright, cool. Now I'm gonna exit course and go to the course 1 actually, because I still haven't seen course 1, the first course. But this place is really awkward, so going there before first is really not convenient. Right here, that's course 1. And I'm gonna do 2 tricks in a row here, basically the same, but a little bit different. First of all is I'm gonna get up here and gonna clip through this gate with the star. And now I'm gonna warp somewhere, and this somewhere appears to be the end of the level. But Gale didn't intend so people would clip in the gate and warp here, so he puts a huge lava right here, as you can see. And you're not supposed to get out of here, but you can do some lava bounce, some lava bounce. Like
Those ones is definitely it's not that bad, but it's kind of weird that you can kind of skip, because the upper parts of the mountain is like broken with those inaccessible collision. Even for doing the secrets using the wing cap is kind of hard, because you can't go fly anywhere, so you're like forced to get into walls. If
Yeah.
in the collision makes it more harder as it looks.
Yeah, but that's a pretty neat skip. I'm just gonna get one more star that is actually intended, not intended, but like the star that it was able to see through the gate. Of course, doing the same skip again. Oops, I didn't meant to warp. Should have chained long jump there, so I won't have warped, but it's fine. I can just warp back easily.
Also, the bomb clip is actually the most hardest, since there's a lot of goom was getting in the way.
Oh yeah.
I
If you fail,
I tried different ways of the bomb clip, like trying to have the bomb push me into the cage before it explodes onto my face, or having the bomb pushing me while it's running onto me. But you have to kill the goon bus before you can do tricks.
Yeah, and if you actually fail this clip in course 1, Goombas will come into your way and you have to kill them all. So that's annoying. So you really wanna get this first try?
You can also downly grab the bomb, join again and grab in a second time to have the bomb clip, but it's barely possible, but it's kind of tricky because the bomb is like on the sand, on that watery sand. But there's a way to have the bomb getting out of the sand, so you can actually push it off really easy.
Yeah, you can do it. Just continue the run. Also, yeah, I'm gonna do the star in course 3 that's called Above the Void, which is actually a pretty scary star.
That's kind of sad that Gael wastes a lot of time for the speedy trials.
Oh my god, okay. Oh.
Don't get stuck a lot.
You can do
We
it,
have
Gael.
faith in you.
My emulator is a little bit laggy. That's a problem.
So where you at actually, Aglab, since I can see your screen?
What do you mean? Where am I? I'm at course 3 right now.
Oh, course 3. Bitter Badlands.
Yep. Also Discolored Madness. Our favorite.
Yeah, Discolor Madness. Don't forget he has Discolor Madness. Since you people love it so much about course 15, Night of Doom.
Also, I'm gonna do course 3 Reds right now. That's not the fastest star in the game, but I'm gonna do it because the Build Dragon's Rod that I used in this game is doing another really dumb star in course 5 that I'm scared of. I'm gonna talk about it a bit later when we are gonna get close to it. Also, I missed so many coins, it's not good. So yeah, I'm gonna lose around 20 seconds for doing this star instead of doing the course 5 one. But at least I survived myself from all sort of RNG. Yes.
Okay, so guys got done with Bowser 1 Speedy Trials Challenge.
Alright, congrats, Gael, congrats.
Congratulations, despite the fails and death.
Bowser 1 is actually really hard course.
So if you actually do Lost the Woods as intended for this category. I do have to say, anything about maze or anything about quiz requires muscle memory, and since I didn't get the hang to memorize, because it's just like it happens constantly to me to not memorize a lot about those kind of things.
Oh my god, okay.
Which is required to practice a lot, just to remember exactly what the rightest path.
Well, I have just it written down in the notepad, so I forgot to open it.
It's always easier to running down some of the clues or some. What are the biggest ways for this?
I actually forgot to open it in the beginning of the round, so I had to open it after the star one. So that's why I got the timetables. Also, yeah, I was doing a really neat skip where I skipped a little bit of platforming there because camera is really dumb at this section and parallax doesn't work properly, neither my rear cam, so it's really neat that I can do some pretty cool layer bounces instead. Okay, and the last star in this course. Oh, give me a sec. Let me think. Is
I
it the
kind
last
of agree,
star?
but it isn't that much of a deal with course 3. It's literally straightforward.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember if I need to get any more stars here. I think I don't need to. Oh, nice. Also, I need to switch to American here because Lucky to cam, this power lucky to cam that's used in this game doesn't work properly in cannons. And I need to shoot the star here.
I remember one time, I don't know if it's you or Gal who missed the star because you like kind of like overshot the target.
It was both me and Gael.
Yeah. It's really easy. It's really easy to miss the star, but since it reminds me of moving target from Star World, but the star doesn't move up and down.
Oh, shut us to.
But it's kind of like a free star, but maybe Gal when he designed this stage, and even this part.
Okay.
Whoa, you died.
Okay, good. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen right here. So that slide is really damn close in this game because it's kind of hard, but you can skip it easily right here.
Oh,
jump in
the
this
slide
bonus.
star, yeah, of course. There's a big shortcut you can make from the beginning
So
before you cannot take a sharp turn. There's a lot of way to do it. You can just fall straight to the box star.
yeah, thankfully it is possible because doing this slide intent is really dumb, and there's also a shell that you will need to use for another star in the slide, which is kind of hard. So having this skip is really neat. Okay, and one more star from here. It's really fast. It's, oh my god, I can see. Okay, good. Yeah, that's a really fast star. Even though I get only one star here, it's definitely worse because like 6-second star. Again, there's like 15, and the average time.
I don't know if Strange Sewers is one of my favorite or my least favorite on the list.
I'm not a fan of this course, to be honest. It's way too
because
dark.
it's more for dependent of, because it has an aspect, because it reminds me like those typical underground levels, which is kind of weird to see a sewer being so huge, and because there's a lot of exploration in there. I know that you don't like the Strange Sewers.
Yeah,
that stuff at the beginning is cool.
Yeah, I agree. But I prefer a light stage like this one. This one's pretty cool.
And
okay.
you can probably cheat. You can probably cheat because some of the paths are kind of broken.
Oops, or bomb skip. Okay, gonna do back up here.
Yeah, that bubble skin is very classic. I think Bumble is much faster than the Chucky clip.
Yeah, a lot faster. So yeah. Now let's try the Bob-omb clip again. Also, I really like to get clone Bob-ombs here. I hope I'm not gonna get too much of them. Also, yeah, I really hope. I messed up only once, and there are no more backup stars here. Oops. Oh my god, please. Okay.
You really got a hand on those straight.
Hi.
No wonder
Hi.
I found them all, and that was, I think.
Don't worry, girl. I'm gonna stuck on this bomb clip for ages.
It's got some crazy stuff in Apples and Furnace because level balancing makes it a lot easier. Oh, did you die?
No.
Alright.
Okay, attempt number 4. Let's go. This can work with small balloon. Okay. This one. I believe.
I don't think there's a way to have the bomb push you through the gate because
yeah, it's not possible.
Because the gate from Bomb Battlefield is more thinner than this gate from
Yeah.
SM64.
Yeah. Unfortunately. Oh my
So
god.
the only way to do it is just to grab the box, grab the bomb, and clip through. They don't show the same collision, but they work quite well.
I'm surprised I got so many small bombs. I usually get claw bombs. It's like my favorite type of bombs, combo bombs.
So where is Get It at? Still in course 3, within 16. Oh, no way! No way, it was on his way to get the building star, but he fell halfway through.
Getting there.
And he's gonna almost get a game over.
Oh, that sounds terrible. Well, he can get a bunch of lives in slide anyways. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, okay. I didn't know you can do this.
So depending of the pace margin, I guess you're on your way to King Bourbon's fortress.
Yep. That's already outside of the jail, so I can't escape from the jail right now. But
Yeah.
we need to punish the
The
guy
first
who...
time when I went to the King Bourbon's fortress, I didn't have the metal cap
Oh yeah.
because I seen the preview and the bridge is full of wind collision, but I found out on practice that you don't need the metal cap, except for these stars, because there's a star from near the beginning. But it's not that needed for 20 star. You can just rush through before
Cool.
your health drains from the toxic gas.
It's actually pretty
But
hard.
at least there's some spinning hearts. It helps a lot.
The bugs are really interesting to understand how they work. Like, please stop.
Well, looks like he got the game over.
Oh my god, unfortunate. Please, can I please block it? Block it. Just say. Just say. Oh my god.
Oh, too bad, Gale. So he's gonna quit. There's a forfeit.
What happened?
Well, since he got a game over, you might as well not continue on this run.
No. I don't know.
Those kind of situations happen, Gale. Don't let it get it to you. But that's what you get for making such a poorly designed game.
Well, yeah. So I kind of like design of this game for the most
But
part.
it's got some good sides and bad sides. I think the idea of having Mario being imprisoned into a jail was something cool.
Okay.
But anyways, let's see what lies ahead to you.
That's one issue right here. Okay. Okay.
Oh, you did a practice one and it was pretty good. I will probably see the PB ones after I'm done with Mario's Nightmare. So I'll look to that later.
Okay. I feel bad for you, girl, but I guess that's fine. Well, I'm gonna finish this run anyways. I'm very close to the end. Oh. That's what I wanted to do. Also, it's gonna be a really fun place. I need to do a bunch of, I think that's called arch, I'm not sure. It's not really arch, it's some sort of arch.
That part, you're supposed to jump onto those parallel platforms. It's quite similar to arches, but just horizontal platforms. You have to jump and walk it one after another. It's not that hard.
Yeah, it's not that hard to be honest, but it's
You could just stand on one spot and pull off some walking. Shouldn't be
yeah, I
that bad.
have a stuff for this one. Okay, and now for the bow fight. And that's the final fight. I have a really cool I have a really cool strat for this fight. I'm gonna show it. It's really consistent and cool. But first of all, I need to get the.
It's not that bad, but its throwing power is OP. And if it catch you, it's over.
No, it's not over. I was able to survive after he caught me. You can mash out of him. Oh, so that's the threat.
I can understand you're supposed to spam A if you get caught from the shotgun or and the big bomb.
And just
but I can never understand exactly if there's a way to do it if you just spamming A naturally.
We just press A really fast and then really good measure. Also, this strat is really cool right here.
Okay, I would definitely try if it was for BLJ, but getting caught just from staying alive will get any far.
Yay! And that's the key for the final door.
Chat spam A. A. Yeah. So I guess you're done?
Yep, I will be done soon. Time is on the fade out after the last pipe.
Alright. Well, this concludes this run of Mario's escape from the jail.
Okay.
So GG Aglab and
36. Stop 37. I'm pretty happy with this one. I'm pretty happy.
That's kind of sad. Gal didn't finish this one, even though he got a lot of game overs and a lot of mistakes in Basel 1. But at least it was his first attempt and his first participation in RSDQ. So give them some applause, guys.
Yeah. That was a good run.
Well, anyway, it's time for me to prepare for Mario's Nightmare right now.
Okay, good luck.
Since I'm on laptop, I don't think I will have the time to commentate, but I will give it a try, unless someone might